Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're going to be talking about adding polynomials. So, last time, our last lesson was all about just polynomials in general as a general concept. Today, we're going to be talking about specifically adding up polynomials. So, how do we do that? Well, step one is we need to find the like terms. So this is something we already practiced last time, right? So we already know what like terms are. If you don't, go rewatch that one. Make sure you understand what like terms are. I will give my short version of it here though as well. Like terms are basically terms where the variable and power of the variable are the same. So for example, negative 3x squared and x squared are like terms because they have the same power. Yeah, they have the same power and the same variable. Another example is that negative 5 and 2 are like terms because they are both constants, and constants are like terms to one another as well. Another key characteristic about like terms is that they can be collected. We could add these like terms together and get just one term for each set of like terms. We could have 10 like terms and we could combine them into just one like term. We could have two sets of different like terms, and each set could go into its own like term. So we would have two terms in the end. Okay, so in this example here, what would we do next? We would say, well, let's collect all the like terms. So what is 2 plus negative 5? Well, that would be negative 3. And what's x squared minus 3x squared? That's negative 2x squared. So now we've successfully added the polynomials, right? We found the like terms, we collected them, and we're done. Okay, let's try B. So first of all, what are the like terms here? Well, 3x squared and negative x squared are like terms, and 5 and negative 2 are like terms. So let's see, what is negative 2 plus 5? That would be 3. And what is negative x squared plus 3x squared? That would be plus 2x squared. And there we have it. There's our answer. All right, let's do C and D. They're very similar, but there's only two more questions, so I will go through those as well, because why not? So for C, what are the like terms here? Well, negative 2 and 5 are like terms. They're both constants. And then x squared and minus 3x squared are like terms. So let's see, negative 2 plus 5 would be 3, and then x squared minus 3x squared is negative 2x squared. Very good. I'm just noticing all these problems are very similar. They just kind of changed around the where the negative signs are on us, but they're very similar problems. And similarly, D also follows this pattern. We have 2 and 5 as like terms, and we also have negative x squared and negative 3x squared as like terms. So what is 2 plus 5? Well, that's 7. And what is negative x squared plus negative 3x squared? That would be minus 4x squared. And there we go. All right, I have some more examples where that came from. These ones look to be a little bit more different compared to the other ones, which is probably a good thing in the long run. But let's try these as well. Okay, so here in this first one, we have 2x and 4x as like terms. And then we also have negative 3 and 5 as like terms. So therefore, we have, in total, we have 6x plus 2 as our answer, right? Because 2x plus 4x is 6x, and negative 3 plus 5 is positive 2. Okay, what about B over here? We have 9x and 6x as like terms. Or actually, let's be consistent actually throughout. Let's do pink is the terms with x, so 9x and 6 and negative 6x are like terms, and then 7 and negative 5 are also like terms. Okay, So for B, we have 9x minus 6x would give us 3x. Then we'd have negative 5 plus 7, which is going to be plus 2. So there we go. All right, what about C? C, well, we have 2 and negative 1 as like terms, and we also have 5x and negative x as like terms. So we have 4x plus 1 as our answer. Very good. Okay, the next one, D, is, let's see, what are our like terms here? Well, 3x and negative 4x are like terms, and so are 3 and negative 5. So 3 minus 4x is negative x, and 3 minus 5 is negative 2. Very good. Okay, let's do E and F, I guess. Although they're very much the same. This is very repetitive stuff, which is good and bad. It's good in the sense that once you've grasped it, you're able to pretty much do any of these types of questions. It's bad in the sense that there's not really a lot of thinking and inquiry that goes into this, and those skills are crucial to have to do math in the future. But yeah, this one's very much repetitive. There's not really a lot of thinking that goes into these. They're kind of just all the same. Okay, so let's do this next one. Negative 2 and negative 6 are the like terms. And then 8x and negative 6x are the like terms again. So we have 2x minus 8 overall. Okay, then over here we have 3x and minus x as like terms. And then negative 2 and 6 as like terms. Okay, so 3x minus x is 2x. And then negative 2 plus 6 is 4. So plus 4. And there's our answer. There we have it. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next one, which is 4. So this one we're going to have different numbers of sets of like terms. So let's start with A, and let's start with identifying the like terms. Well, the first term I see here is a term with x squared in it. Are there any other terms with x squared? Yes, there is. There's 5x squared as well. Okay, how about terms with just x? Well, that would be negative 4x and 7x. And then last but not least, we have negative 1, which is in its own category. It's not a like term with anything else, so it's the only one colored pink. So for A, the answer would be, well, let's see, let's add up the greens. So 3x squared plus 5x would be 8x squared. And then let's see, negative 4x plus 7x, that would be plus, plus 3x. And then minus 1, we just copy down. So actually, I'm going to color code these according to where we got them from as well. I think that'll be useful. So we can kind of see which part of our original question were each of these from. Very good. Okay, let's do the same with B. So what are the like terms? Well, for in terms of x squared, we have minus 3x squared and 5x squared. So that's going to be 2x squared when we add those up. Then we have negative 4x and 8x, which is going to give us negative 12x. And last but not least, we have 2 and negative 7, which is going to give us, if we add them up, negative 5. And there we go. Okay, let's do C. Okay. So we have the 3x squared and x squared, which gives us 4x squared. Then we have negative 2x plus x, which is going to be negative x. And then last but not least, we have -1, and 2, which if we add up -1 plus 2, we get +1. And there we go. All right, what about D? Same kind of thing. I know this is getting boring. I understand that, but bear with me. Okay. Or you could try these on your own and then skip ahead, just make sure you got the right answers, and that works too. If you want to do that, go for it. Go for it. Okay. All right. The next one. We have x squared and -2x squared. So if we add those up, we're going to get -x squared. And then we have only one term with x in it, so we'll just copy it down, so that's easy. And then lastly, we have -5 and -3, and if we add those up, we're going to get -8. So there we go. Okay. Oh. And then we have E. Okay. So we have 3x squared and -8x squared, which is -5x squared, if we put those together. Then we have -x and 3x, so those are going to add together to make +2x. And then last but not least, we're going to have 5 and -1, which if we add those up, we'll get +4. And there we go. Awesome. Okay. Then let's move on to letter F. All right. So here we have 3x squared and -2x squared, which just adds up to x squared. Then we have 2x and 3x, which adds up to 5x. And then we have +1 and -4, which adds up to -3. And there we go. Awesome. All done at long last. Luckily, the next question is only one question rather than 6. You know, sometimes question 4 is really 6 different questions. Question 5, at least, is just one question. So let's find the like terms here. So let's see. Let's start with our constants. We have -3 and 1 for the constants. Then for terms where the variable is x, we have 4x and -x. Then for the x squared values, we have -6x and +2x squared. And then let's choose a new color. For cube, we have 3x cubed and -2x cubed. Okay, so let's figure out all the terms. Okay, so what's our orange term? If we collect the like terms, 3x cubed and -2x cubed, we will get just regular x cubed, so that's what I'll put there. Then what about for x squareds? We'll have plus 2x squared minus 6x squared, which is -4x squared. Then we'll have -x plus 3 plus 4x squared, which is plus 3x. Or sorry, no, I said squared, I think. I meant -x plus 4x would give us 3x. No squareds there. And then for our pink term, with just our constants, we have +1 minus 3, which of course is -2. And so there's our answer. There we go. Okay, well, that is it, thankfully, for this lesson about adding polynomials. Good work today, and we'll see everybody next day to talk about multiplying and dividing our polynomials. Bye, everyone.